Final update, my stepchildren said they answer only to their biological parents. So I changed the locks, cancelled every privilege in my name, and told their father pickup was tonight. No one argued. Part 2. I spent the next day implementing my plan. I packed up Mason's and Chloe's belongings, clothes, electronics, personal items, and loaded them into my truck. I changed the locks on the house and had new keys made for Jessica, Emma, Tyler, and myself. When Jessica, Mason, and Chloe came home that afternoon and couldn't get in, they called me. "Mark," Jessica said when I answered, "we can't get in the house." "I changed the locks," I said calmly. "Mason and Chloe's things are packed and ready to go to David's. You can't kick out my children." "I'm not kicking them out because they're your children. I'm removing them because they've made it clear they don't recognize me as having any authority in my own home. People who don't respect the homeowner don't get to live in the home." There was silence on the other end. "I'll be home in 20 minutes, I continued. "David can pick them up then, or you can drive them over, but they're not coming back in this house until they can treat me with basic respect." When I got home, David was already there. Jessica had called him, and he'd come straight over. David said when he saw me, "This seems pretty extreme over some teenage attitude." I looked at him steadily. "David, if your son told you that you weren't his parent, that he didn't have to listen to you, and that your children didn't matter to him, what would you do?" David was quiet for a moment. "I'd probably want to teach him a lesson. That's all I'm doing, teaching a lesson about respect and consequences." I turned to Mason and Chloe, who were standing next to Jessica's car, looking stunned. "I want you both to understand something," I said. "This isn't about me being mean or petty. This is about respect. You've told me in words and actions that I'm not your parent, and you don't answer to me. Okay, I accept that. But parents provide for their children. If I'm not your parent, then I'm not obligated to provide for you." Mason, for the first time since I'd known him, looked uncertain. "You were really going to make us leave? You told me I had no authority over you in my own house." "You were right. But authority and responsibility go together. No authority means no responsibility." Chloe started crying then. "But where will we go?" "To your dad's," I said gently. "He's your parent. I'm just your mom's husband, remember?" I helped David load their things into his car. As they were getting ready to leave, Mason looked at me. "What if we want to come back? Then you'll need to decide if you can treat me with the same respect you'd show your father, because that's what I am in this house, a father figure who deserves basic respect." They left with David that night. Jessica was furious with me at first. We had some very difficult conversations over the next few days. She accused me of being cruel, of giving up on her kids, of putting my ego before our family. But I held firm. "Jessica, I love you and I want to love your kids, but I can't love people who actively disrespect me and hurt my children. Mason and Chloe need to learn that actions have consequences, and the consequence of rejecting my authority is losing my support." Emma and Tyler, meanwhile, were different kids. The tension in the house disappeared overnight. They did their homework without being asked, helped with chores without attitude, and for the first time in months, they seemed relaxed in their own home. After a week, David called me. "Mason and Chloe want to come back," he said. "They've been asking every day." "What do you think?" I asked. "I think they learned something," David said. "Mason especially. He's been quieter, more thoughtful. I think he realized that respect isn't optional in a household. And Chloe, she misses her mom. She asked me to tell you she's sorry for being rude." I talked it over with Jessica. We decided to